So I'm looking at you, right?
She's gonna cry.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just look at me.
Right here.
Perfect. So I'm Bonnie, and this is my brother Dallin. And I'm older. I know it doesn't look like it, but I am. And growing up, we grew up in Idaho. Small town called, well, at the time we were living in a small town called Rigby. And we grew up really close to lots of cousins, so playing with cousins all the time. And most of the time when I was playing with my cousins, what we were actually doing was avoiding my younger brothers and the cousins their age. Because we wanted to play our own games, and we didn't want our brothers.
What is the age difference?
2.5 years? Yeah, 2.5 years. So, so we were most of the time avoiding them. And at our home we had, you know, some big fields where we'd keep the cattle and just all sorts of places you could just play all day. You could just get lost. So we were running around avoiding my brothers, and we were running inside a ditch. The ditch was dried out because they weren't irrigating at the time. So we were running inside this ditch. And at the time, I was with my two cousins, Tia and Carly, both girls. And whenever we had to pee out there, we'd just drop our drawers and pee, because why go all the way back inside the house, right? So we were running alongside this ditch bank, and we realized that we needed to pee. But we didn't want to leave the ditch because we didn't want our brothers to see us, and we didn't want them to see us peeing either. We didn't want to blow our cover. So we dropped our drawers and we were peeing. But what we didn't realize was that we were right, well, we knew this, but we just didn't think about it. We were right on the border between our property and the neighbor's property, and we did not know that the neighbor was out working in the field. So we dropped our drawers and we peed, and our neighbor just yells at me so loud. She says, "You guys quit peeing in my ditch!" And I hiked up my pants, we hiked up our pants, and we jumped over the fence. I've never climbed, I have never climbed the fence that fast yet. And we climbed over the fence, and then we ran back home and tried to act like nothing ever happened. And as we were coming back, trying to keep our cool, my mom came and sat us down, and at the time we were so small, all three butts could fit on the lazy chairs. So we fit all three of our butts, and we're sitting there looking at her, and I know I'm getting a talking to. I know it's going to come. And she looks at me and she says, "So, Mrs. So-and-so," I don't even remember her name. She said, "Mrs. So-and-so called, and she said 3 girls just mooned her." And I remember I looked at my mom, and I was so scared. I was so scared I was going to be in so much trouble. And I just said, "Mom, we didn't know she was looking." And she just laughed. She just laughed and laughed and laughed. And yeah, I have a great connection with that ditch. So, good times. You did know?